we went to a rave party.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, rave party. I just happened to spot one that I really found the most good-looking. And then,
I hope it's dog.
exactly. I think yun ang nakakalimutan ng mga tao ngayon when they get to know each other eh. Kasi na-excite sila masyado na nasa-skip nila yung basic questions. Diba? Kamusta kayo sa bahay? Ilang kayo magkakapatid? O kamusta naman yung nanay mo, yung tatay mo? Yun yung getting to know.
Background check.
Background check, diba? You have to explain things because even with us adults, diba, kailangan natin ng explanation. Eh, bakit kayo kailangan gawin to? But ano, marami tayong bakit eh. But. Pero bakit sa mga anak natin, hindi natin masagot yung but nila? Patient tayo. Paulit-ulit. Tayo nga, tigas ang ulo natin, adults na tayo eh. Sila pa kaya?
Ano yung nag-change sa'yo now sa season na to as a mom? What developed? What happened? What happened, Bella?
What happened, Bella? It's vampire.
This is a person who is close to my heart. She is one of the masasabi nating life goals, mom goals, beauty goals, dahil para siyang vampira na hindi tumatanda.
Wife goals and body goals.
Yes.
Sana all.
Sana all. Huwag natin patagalin. This is my very good friend, the very beautiful, ano pa gusto mo?
Wala.
Miss Cheska Kramer.
Hi, everyone! Marami namang salamat. Pumunta kayo dito sa bundok para makita ako, di ba? So I'm so happy to know that you have this podcast that you've put together to inspire more people. I think these days talagang a lot of people need to be inspired kasi just so many things going on. Di ba? So yun.
And it's a pleasure for us kasi alam mo, hindi mo alam to, ilang beses kami nag-reschedule ni Rhoda just for this. Kasi parang sabi ko, baka pwede naman si Cheska. Kasi itong friend natin na to, every time I talk to her, every time we meet, ang dami niyang baon na wisdom. Which I think our viewers, marami silang mapupulot from her. So it really is a must. And hindi lang yun, kasi nga this whole channel sa Facebook, it really gathered a lot of fans and followers because of them, because of the show we shot before.
Yes.
So, hindi pwedeng wala yung mga OG. Na mga ano natin, host.
Totally agree. Kanina nga, di ba sabi ko sa'yo, etong kwentuhan natin na to, pwede na nating i-shoot eh. Because, you know, you can find a lot of wisdom. And I think that's one of your strengths, no? Cheska talaga.
I think it becomes easier to talk to people who are like-minded, diba? And who share the same views and values over things, diba? So even with Sheila, I mean, I haven't seen her in a long time, pero pag nagme-message kami, or pag nagkikita kami, it's still the same. And I feel also very comfortable when I'm also with people who allow me to be myself also.
Correct.
Cheska, share mo naman sa amin yung backstory niyo ni Doug. How did you start?
Actually, ilang beses na namin ito nakwento, pero I would gladly tell the story again. I actually met Doug sa Boracay. Nandun ako with my friends, nandun din yung mami ko, yung brothers ko, and we were there just for a vacation. But nung time na yun kasi, I was also there because I had just broken up with my boyfriend. And I just wanted to hang out with my friends. And then we went to a rave party.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, rave party. And then it just so happened that I saw these tall guys. It's very unusual na nakakita ko ng tall guys na young pa na they were good looking. And I just happened to spot one that I really found the most good looking. And then
I hope it's dog.
Exactly. Exactly. So, ayun, and then it just so happens that my friend, my childhood friend, knew him and introduced him to me. And that day we hung out as actually I didn't know what to tell him because I didn't know him, so there's really no conversation. But he asked me where I was going, so I was going to go to the beach, and he sat beside me. But I had nothing to say, so we were just sitting right next to each other.
Cute.
And then
So awkward to.
it was awkward. And I don't know actually why I made him come with me to the beach. Because usually I'd say, no, I don't know you. But this one, sabi ko, okay, you can come with me. So we sat down on the beach and then I heard my friends looking for me. And then one of my friends stayed with me. And then then he didn't get my number, but siguro hindi siya nakatiis. Yes. Tapos, hiningi rin niya yung number ko. Tapos then we became textmates. And then we met up and we were basically getting to know each other and friends for about 6-7 months. When I mean friends, I knew that I found him attractive. Obviously, nagbigay ako ng time para makipagkita sa kanya. And the same thing with him, he would pursue me. But then, we were just really friends. Even if at the back of our heads, we found each other attractive. But I think both of us agreed, even without talking, na it's important that we get to know each other and not try to confuse ourselves with the emotions that we were feeling. So we never held hands, we never hugged, we never tried to kiss and everything. So that whole 6-7 months.
What year to?
2003.
Wow, ang bait niyo na nun. 2003, no holding hands, no kissing,
And mabait
no
rin siya.
everything.
Because if a guy wants to take advantage of a girl, he definitely can. But he also restrained himself, di ba? Pinigilan niya yung sarili niya, nirespeto rin niya na to get to know me, na makilala niya ako ng maayos, which is na-appreciate ko rin yun. Because had we gone ahead of emotions and excitement, oh my gosh, di ba? Physically, you're attracted. But, you know, in the long run, you also realize that there's more than just attraction. It's really getting to know each other. Kasi you can get along with anyone, but relationship-wise, it doesn't mean that magkakasundo kayo. Diba?
In the long run.
In the long run. Pero kami, nagka-time kami na magkakilala talaga kami. And kilalanin talaga namin yung isa't isa. At yung enjoyment namin ay hindi panandalian. Kung di talaga nag-enjoy kami, magkasama kami.
Correct.
Getting to know each other. And ako, nasanay ako na mahilig ako magtanong. How did you grow up? I think, yun ang nakakalimutan ng mga tao ngayon when they get to know each other eh. Kasi na-excite sila masyado. Na nasa-skip nila yung basic questions. Diba? Kamusta kayo sa bahay? Ilang kayo magkakapatid? O kamusta naman yung nanay mo, yung tatay mo? Yung getting to know.
Background check.
Background check, diba? So, I think it's important. Kasi doon mo makikita kung same ba kayo ng thinking. Kahit hindi man same kayo ng kinalakihan,
Same
pero
values
yung
ba?
values ba, yung lessons ba na learn ninyo along the way, pareho ba kayo? Parang I feel like importante yun. And feeling ko yun ang naging foundation ng relationship namin. Kaya nung naging kami, talagang enjoy na enjoy kami kasi, I like this person more than what my eyes can just
More than
appreciate.
physical.
Oo.
I like her
It's more than
soul.
physical attraction.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Tapos, curious lang ako, Cheska, kasi, di ba, your family is known to be a family rooted in faith. In faith. So,
Yung Teen Kramer.
Oo, Team Kramer talaga. So, who brought you to this faith? Is it dog ba or...
Yeah, so my mom, growing up, nagba-Bible study na siya. Pumunta na siya sa Christian church, a service, ganyan. Pero every Fridays, kinalakihan namin ng mga kapatid namin na meron kaming Bible study sa bahay namin. Yung Bible study namin, hindi lang kaming family, kasama yung mga kasambahay namin. From the drivers, to our yayengs, to our boys, ganyan. Pero, hindi ko masabing nag-implant talaga yung mga narinig ko. Pero may mga Bible, kasi bago kami matulog, yung mami ko, binabasahan kami ng Bible stories, yung mga parables and everything. Naalala ko yung parables. Siguro, meron dun mga seeds na na-plant. Pero kung nag-grow siya, hindi ko masasabing nag-grow siya. Pero meron akong mga napansin nung bata ko na meron akong a bit of sense of, a little bit of self-control. I wouldn't say fully. But my self-control was very parang subjective. Kung saan ko lang nafe-feel na kailangan ko dun mag-push or mag-pull back a bit. Pero hindi siya firm and solid. So, pero nung nakilala
Pero may seeds na.
May seeds na doon, pero hindi ko pa siya realized. Hindi pa siya firm. 'Di ba? Hindi pa siya
Deeply rooted.
hindi pa siya deeply rooted. And syempre, madami pa akong mga nagawang siguro, hindi mo sabing it's very Christ-like and stuff like that. But then when I met Doug, who was at that time my boyfriend, sabi niya sa akin, I love you very much and I want to make this right with the Lord. So sabi niya sa akin, punta tayo ng service. Mag-Bible study tayo. Siya yung nagyaya sa akin.
So, ano reaction mo nun?
I didn't put so much weight to it. He was different, very unusual. I felt like I'm special. But the weight of the understanding of what it would do to have Christ in my life, I don't think I realized it. Because I really did struggle. Because nung dinadala niya ako sa service, talaga may mga times hindi may mga times. Most of the times, talagang inaantok ako. Promise talaga. Inaantok talaga ako to the point na hindi naman ako inaantok papunta doon. Pero inaantok ako nung nandun ako sa service. Parang kulang na lang kumuha ka ng toothpick para mag-stay up yung mata ko. Pero paglabas ko ng service, gising ako. Ganon. Pero it's not that I didn't want to. It's just that I struggled with that. The Bible studies really helped me grow also when I was going to service. Pero na-realize ko parang yung life ko, it took a real turn is when I became a wife and a mother. Doon ko na-realize yung, oh my gosh, the Lord loves me so much. With the first time I held my firstborn, parang na-realize ko, ganito ako ka-love ni Lord na binibigyan niya ako ng hindi ko ma-explain na happiness, hindi ko ma-explain na joy. Tapos nung inuwi ko yung baby ko, tapos nandun kami sa small condo namin, tapos nandun yung asawa ko, nandun ako, nandun yung baby. Tapos ang saya ko. Parang hindi ko ma-explain yung joy na yun. I still have moments like that when I come home. It's not even the house that I come home to. But it's just like, Lord, just thank you that there's this joy in my heart. That I lie down like that and I just cannot explain the happiness.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Actually, yun yung parang the moment you wake up and you see your kids, you see your husband, you know that you're in the right place. You know that nandun ka sa center of God's will. Kasi parang, even if you don't have much or dami ka pinagdaanan, just seeing them, I thank you. Diba?
It's a different kind of gift. That
the gift of family.
Yeah, and especially for me, I came from a broken family. So, having realized what the Lord, parang it's God's redemption. Parang He redeemed what was lost from me when I was growing up. And I'm so thankful for that. And I told the Lord, I said, Lord, I'll do everything to honor and glorify you. I'm just so thankful, beyond thankful, that I have some, you don't have to think about where's your husband, you're incomplete.
There's peace.
There's peace. Lahat ng kailangan mong alam mo bago ka matulog nandito. So parang siguro yun yung mga sinabi ko talaga kay Lord, I will be the best kind of wife I can be. The best kind of mom I can be. But of course, kailangan ko ng help ni Lord, diba?
Every day.
At saka iti-treasure ko to. I-embrace ko to.
Okay. Open book kasi yung life nila, Chex. Actually, that's what made Team Kramer really famous because you share not all, di ba? Pero
all,
of course, yung growth ng family, di ba? What you go through, of course, hindi lahat. At isa dun sa, habang nire-review ko yung show natin, sobrang babata pa nila. Ken, ganyan. So, yung Motherhood season mo nun is different from your season now.
Most definitely.
So, gusto ko malaman, bilang ako, syempre kami, we have small children. Ano yung nag-change sa'yo now sa season na to as a mom? What developed? What happened? What happened, Bella?
What happened, Bella? It's vampire. So, madaming changes, di ba? Parang, kasi pag mga malilit pa yung mga anak mo, very needy pa sila sa'yo. Lahat ng oras mo nasa kanila, lahat ng attention mo nasa kanila. Pero habang lumalaki sila, ngayon malalaki na yung mga anak ko, mas marami silang time na parang divided na yung time. Now they're in regular school. My two daughters, they're both in regular school, they're in sports, even my son's in sports. So, yung time dati na sa'yo lang, nahati na ng mga ibang things that help them also grow and develop, diba? So, parang iisipin mo, no, na, ay, baka habang lumalaki itong mga anak ko, hindi na nila kailangan. Pero, thank God na as a hands-on mom, and the mom who's also homeschooled her children, we've grown in such a way wherein the relationship is so solid that even if they have their friends, even if they have other things that they're busy with, but because we've nurtured that relationship, yung mga anak ko, nasa akin pa rin. Sa akin pa rin sila pupunta for advice, whether it be friendship, whether it be sports, whether it be also, most especially, mga daughters ko, fashion, ganun. So, akala mong hindi ka na kailangan, merong ibang klaseng need. Dati kasi yung need nila sa yung embrace, alaga, yung parang lahat ginagawa mo sa kanila, di ba? Pinagsisilbihan mo sila. Pero ngayon malalaki na sila eh. Alam na nilang kung paano nila pagsilbihan yung sarili nila. Kasi yun nga yung training na ginawa mo para sa kanila eh. Pero ngayon iba na yung need. It's more of an emotional need. It's knowing that you're there despite of or in spite of whatever happens to them.
Parang I'm trying to be independent, Mom, but please hold my hand.
Yes, I still need you. I still need your wisdom, which is what I always tell my children. You know, a time will come wherein you will lead and live your own life. But while you're still at home, trust that the Lord's wisdom that He has given to your parents, a parental wisdom, will be what will guide you. And trust that wisdom, because that wisdom comes from love, care, only want what's best for you, and things like that. So, parang sa akin, I'm just, yun siguro yung mga nagbago. Siyempre, kailangan pa rin nila yung mga embraces mo, lalo pag umiiyak sila. Diba? Pero yung kailangan na nila sa'yo is knowing na, I can count on you. I can count on you. I can tell you what I feel. But you will not battle it out with me. You will listen to me. So yun ang lagi ko nire-remind sa mga anak ko. Yung wisdom na sinasabi ko sa inyo, hindi yun to battle it out with you. I don't need to battle things out with you. I need you to listen to me. Take in consideration what I say. Pray about it. Sit on it. Sleep on it. And then tell me. Because at the end of the day, hindi ko makokontrol kung ano man yung gagawin ninyo paglabas ninyo sa bahay na to.
Question. Ano yung mga sa tingin mong ginawa nyo before? How did you discipline them before? Na nakikita mo yung fruits ngayon na parang, we did it right.
I think more than discipline is really building a relationship. Being there. Being there and being present. Kasi you can live in one house, pero hindi ka naman present. Physically ka lang nandun. Pero emotionally, mentally, wala ka doon. May mga ganun kasi na display ka lang, pero hindi ka nararamdaman. Diba? In marriages also ganun, diba? Nandyan ka lang, pero hindi ka nararamdaman. So, ang pinaka-importante sigurong ginawa namin ng asawa namin, na nararamdaman nila na nandun kami.
Chex, can you give us tips on how to be present with your kids or with your husband? Ano yung naaalala mong kumbaga hacks mo or tips mo na yun na, naging fully present ka with them?
I think parang hindi naman mahirap na lahat tayo kailangan natin ng oras. Time. Diba? Sabi nga nila, love is spelled T-I-M-E. How you use that time. How you put love in that time. So, ang ginawa namin ng asawa namin, lagi kaming may oras para sa mga anak namin. And we're never too busy for them. And from that time, nakapag-build kami ng solid relationship. Diba, maski naman sa walk natin kay Lord eh. Diba, how will you get to know the Lord if you don't spend time with Him? If you don't read the Bible, if you also don't, if you don't pray, talagang mafe-feel mo ang layo-layo naman ni Lord sa atin, diba? Ganun din tayo sa mga anak natin. Kailangan natin ng oras na kilalanin sila, kilalanin nila tayo. You cannot discipline a child if they don't know you. Because if you discipline a child that doesn't know you, they will always think you're battling it out with them. So they will rebel. But if your child knows your heart and you know your child's heart, you will not be malicious in whatever it is that they do. Or whatever it, and the same way with them. They will not misconstrue your love, your actions. And at the same time also with their children, always tell them, you're allowed to say what you feel. The same way as parents, we also say what we think and what we feel, but we also make sure that it's within the context of love. You can correct your children, but in a loving way. You have to explain things because even with us adults, diba, kailangan natin ng explanation. Eh, bakit kailangan gawin to? But ano, marami tayong bakit eh. But. Pero bakit sa mga anak natin, hindi natin masagot yung but nila? Diba? Kailangan patient tayo. Paulit-ulit. Tayo nga ang tigas ng ulo natin, adults na tayo eh. Sila pa kaya. Dapat paulit-ulit rin tayo.
Repetition.
Pero meron din ako na-realize nung hanggang ngayon, pag dinidisiplina ko yung mga anak ko, pero yung disiplina iba na eh. Kasi matatanda na sila eh.
Before, paano ang discipline nila? Did you spank anyone?
I hardly spanked my kids. It was Doug who did the disciplining. But then we always did it in a loving way.
Correct.
We've said this so many times in a lot of our interviews, even at home, na we always talk to our kids first before we discipline them.
So they know why you are doing it.
Oo. Yung sila mismo ang marirealize nila. Pa-process mo sa kanila.
Hindi siya bugbog.
Hindi. So hanggang ngayon, nag-carry yun. So tinatanong ko sa mga anak ko, ano nangyari? Sabi nila, kasi kukwento nila sa akin, bakit palagay mo naging ganon? Tapos iisipin nila, so anong solution mo dun? Tapos sila ang sasagot, sinabi mo yan ha. Eto yung gusto kong ma-realize mo. Pero lagi ko silang tinatanong muna, bakit? Paano ka napunta sa point na yan? Bakit mo nasabi yun?
Sobrang na-master mo na yung kung paano to deal with them. Pero ang question ko is, huwag mo sabihin kung sinong anak, okay? Pero I just want to learn how you manage, kunwari may ganito, did anyone try to lie their way out of something na mali, na dapat hindi nila ginagawa? Yung, kumbaga, kinonceal nila or tinago nila, and how did you manage if may gumawa nun?
I think as kids, parang tayo as adults, alam na natin yung intentions sa mga ginagawa natin eh. Pero pag kids, parang hindi pa nila naproprocess yung intentions na yun. Diba? That is why we always have to remind them, remember, when you do things, what was your intention behind it? What brought you to do that? So may mga times, meron akong mga anak ko na nagawa nila na hindi nila napag-isipan. So kaya, lagi ko nire-remind sa kanila, intention is everything. Why did you do that? Before you do anything, before you say something, you take a step back. Ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I saying what I'm saying? You have to practice that. So, may mga times na lahat sila, may nagawa silang medyo takot sila or whatever na nag-slip sa mind nila. Pero as parents, we have to remind them, diba? Pero I don't really have a child who deliberately lies. Because I always tell my children, better you say it now than conceal it, than lie about it. It's a habit that is bad that you are nurturing. But if you tell it right now, we will be able to talk about it and deal with it. Huwag mong iisipin na Naku, patay ako sa ano. Kasi, I don't want my kids to think na, sasakalin ako ng mami ko,
Yan.
patay ako, ganyan.
Oo.
Ayoko eh. Ayokong ganun eh.
Correct. I think ano siya, parang nakuha niyo yung tamang balance of fear and love. Kasi tingin ko lang kasi ako, kayo, mga medyo teenager na eh. Ako, bata eh. But I think lang what they practiced, na parang kaya din the kids are open to them. But at the same time, meron din parang sort of yung respect and fear of doing something wrong is because they know that you love them, but you won't tolerate. But they can always be open, and there's always forgiveness in the house.
Yeah. And the encouragement of talk about it. Let's talk about it. Tell me, explain. That's why I always say, if your mom is still there, love her, care for her, ask, call them up. And if you have a difficult relationship with your mom, mend things the best way you can. Be wise when choosing your boyfriend and who you will marry. If you're not sure, do not. If there are red flags, do not. Save yourself.
Oo.
Takeaways.
Ganyan talaga mga friends ko eh. Totoo eh. Mga kaibigan ko.
Walang tapon to.
Walang tapon. Oo.